Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and what I want to demonstrate in this video is how to create your DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus carrying case. Now this case, you can find a link within this video's description. This case is the Seahorse, and you can check the video description for more specifics, but it's the international orange color. It comes in a variety of colors, and like I said, check the video description for specifics as to what I'm using. But what I've done so far, I've taken out these 3 pieces of foam. So this was the bottommost layer, and then I had 2 layers that look like this that had the little plugs in them. So what we're going to do in this video, and obviously the first thing that I did was ensure the fit of the Phantom 2 by taking all the foam layers out and ensuring that the case can close without any foam or anything. Because if it's, you know, if it's not going to fit without any foam, you're definitely not going to be able to fit it with foam. So that was the first test I performed, and you can see here, doing that test again, it fits, and it's got a cushion on the top with this, so it's going to prevent it from shifting up and down. But what we're about to do with the squares of foam is form fit it so that it doesn't shift left or right or this way or anything like that. So what you want to do is put a lot of thought into how you're going to transport your drone. Now a lot of people, they may choose to keep the propellers on. And someone that chooses to do that, what you probably need to do is position it towards the center, and in that way, and I'm not screwing these on, but just to visualize the size, see there's room. There would be room to have the props on and oriented in that direction and still be able to close the case. Now I don't want to do that. The reason being, when I travel, I keep my props off, and I just feel that it better protects the props, because when you're traveling, even if it's well protected, they could potentially shift, etc., and it may damage them. So for that reason, and this is completely up to you, but for that reason I'm going to position the Phantom as far towards the corner as I can, because I'm not going to transport it with props. That'll leave this side of the case for me to put my batteries, my controller, etc. So without further ado, what we're going to do first is we're going to take this back out, Phantom 2 Vision Plus. We're going to get the first layer of foam and put it back in the case, pushing it all the way down. Make sure everything is fitted really well, you know. And then once you've got that in there, what you can then do oh, that's where it had been over the wheel earlier, so it just had a small indentation there. Everything, this is how it came in here. Everything fits perfectly. I'm just a perfectionist, so I want everything to be thoroughly tested before I start plucking this foam out. So now what I'm going to do with the foam in there is visualize where this needs to be, so that it's close to the, yep. So look straight down on it. Make sure that this doesn't go too far back to close, or too far this way to close. What you may want to do is just get you the other piece of foam, just to kind of test the distance between the walls. So actually I probably need to scoot it just a hair this way. So there's plenty of room there now. And then likewise here. Because once you start plucking this foam, you're going to be in a situation to where you're somewhat committed. If you needed to make further changes, you'd have to get more foam. So check your alignment. Now, one might think that they would want to start plucking on the outside, and actually you don't. Because what you want to do, start plucking on the inside. Because foam expands, so it's actually going to probably be smaller than of a space than you might think. You get it too big, it's going to move around. So just do square by square. They just pull out little plugs. And I'd recommend doing the corner sections first. I do one plug at a time. Keep it thorough. And likewise right here, I'm going to go directly across. Get that one. And then directly across from this one, which is that one right there. Now see, if you chose to buy a case that was marketed as being already pre-cut for DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus, you're probably getting, in most cases, and I'm not saying all of them, but in most cases you're probably getting an inferior product that's not ruggedized, it's not waterproof. So there's several advantages to doing this, and I'm doing this in real time. I've never, obviously I just got the Phantom 2 Vision Plus, so I've never put it in a case before. I've never customized a case to fit it. So I'm learning as we go. So if this doesn't work right, I failed, and I haven't attempted it before, but it is going to work right, and it's going to be the most awesome Phantom 2 Vision Plus case on the market. And this is how you make it. So just share this video with others, and check the link within this video's description. You can find all the specifics as to the size of case I'm using, where I ordered it from, blah blah blah. So see, now we've got a cutout, and it may be too small, and it actually is, but see, it's always good to be too small than too big, because we can go bigger. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to take just another row, and do this as gently as you can, because taking the time now better preserves the performance of your case going forward. So I'm being sure I don't disrupt any of the other foam pieces. And I'm going to have to do one row here. And actually, you know what? This may be perfect. I may have to take one more row. Yeah, so I have to take one more row just on one side though. Look at that. Custom fitted perfection, y'all. Look at that. Bam. And if you want that extra reassurance, and you've probably seen in the review of this case, you can turn these little things here and it'll lock it. So better prevent it from opening during transport, whether that's to and from the field or through an airport or whatever. And there's also those locks right there. We can put a TSA approved lock so TSA can get in and inspect without having to have your combination. So that's just layer number one. Now what we've got to do now is, well, and that's an option. We could just keep it on one layer only if we wanted to, or we could double layer this and make it even more form fitting. And actually that's what I'm going to do. So we've confirmed that this is perfect placement. Like I said, I'm not going to travel with propeller zone, so this is perfect placement for what I want. So since I've established that, I'm going to take this out, keeping it in the same orientation, because keep in mind, if you turn this, there's a little bit different thing. So it needs to be, for this, the way I fitted it, I need to have the battery facing this handle, the top of the case. See, battery facing top of case. So keep that in mind when you're doing your own case, when you order one of these from the link within this video's description, and start creating your own. Because that's a pain point that you may not expect, and there's actually nothing wrong. It's just that you oriented the aircraft inappropriately. So this is where it gets fun. Now, what I recommend doing at this point to eliminate guesswork is gently lifting this out. See? And then gently putting this in its place. So the one that doesn't have the holes out of it, gently putting it in the bottom. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to use this as a stencil to pluck at the other one. Now I'm going to put this one back on the bottom because it has some indentations from where the wheels went. But see the solid part here? I just start plucking from the center. Again, very gently. You don't want to destroy it. You want to keep everything as you want it to retain the structural integrity of the foam. And this is very high quality foam, by the way. It's got a good feel to it. And I think that's probably dead on. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to take this back out. I'm going to put this one back on the bottom and this one on the top, just because the other one had set in the bottom previously, so it's kind of got the indentations in the foam from sitting against because there's wheels down there, and there's a little indentation on the inside where those go. So now, and then just put this one back on the top. So see, now we can see where this is going here. So again, with our same orientation, battery facing the handle on the top of the case, we're going to drop this down. Now what we're going to notice now is that this battery right here, there's going to have to be some pulled for it. And the other question is, are the feet of the Phantom, are they touching the bottom? And they are, because you don't want to, you want to make sure they're touching the bottom, because otherwise this could be up too high and you could be closing the case and potentially damage your craft, which they are on the bottom. So bam, there we go. We've got the Phantom in there. That was easy. Look at that. Didn't even have to go in this direction, which is nice, because that, again, that maintains the longevity of the foam. So see, now we've got all this space that we can work with. So what do we want to put over there? What might we put on the side? So here's what I'm thinking. I've got my remote. Now, you've got to think. You're hopping out of a boat. You're swimming to shore. You may not have a lot of time. There's a few options that one could consider. They could, every time they could use a screwdriver and tilt this to where it's not taking up as much space. What I think I'm going to do is fit this case so that this can go in sideways. Now the advantage to going in sideways is that, and you can check the height of this. I just set it beside the case and I can tell it's not too tall. So what I'm going to do is position this so that I can just keep everything intact. So basically when I hit that, when I hit the place where I plan to fly, I just pop it out and go to it. What I may want to do is position the thumbsticks in the opposite direction so that in the event of turbulence in an airplane that it'll lessen the likelihood that thumbsticks would make impact with the craft. So I think what I'm going to do is I've got to visualize this going down here. Okay, I think we're getting close here. Because see, we've still got the extra DJI Phantom 2 battery, Vision 2 Plus battery that we're going to want to position in here. So I think this right here for the remote, this is probably optimal position. So what I'm going to do is gently hold that, and I'm going to start plucking with this piece right here. And again, pluck small and then make bigger if needed. So we're just checking our layout here. And I'm in no hurry to finish this because I will definitely use this case until DJI comes out with an even better Phantom in the future and I'm forced to upgrade because I love their stuff so much. See, now you're starting to see the vision take place. Obviously on this side over here we're going to have to accommodate for those thumbsticks. Okay. See now, and we've got this piece right here. And again, the objective, as I keep repeating, is to do it piece by piece. Because you can't easily put it back in, you know, you want to get it right. And we're still good over there, so what we're going to have to do now is start cutting out pieces for this top piece. So you're starting to see what's going on here. So now, and then there's this piece right here where these connect. And if you're an impatient person, this may not be a project for you, but if you're even mildly patient, this is very easy to do, and I highly recommend doing this as opposed to purchasing a quote-unquote made for DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus case. Because you're going to have the coolest case on the block, and you can say, hey, people be like, where'd you get that, bro? You'd be like, Irix Guy's Adventure Channel, youtube.com/IrixGuy. Well, how much is it? Well, just go there and check the video to show you step by step how to make it, and it's even got a link to where you can order it online. Cool, man. See, that's how you do it. Okay, so now, from a design perspective, I think we've nailed it. Now we need to go down to the level 2. Once we do that, we're then going to have to accommodate for the for that piece. But let's do this step by step. So that's funny. Actually, yeah, I was pretty close. But, see, that tilts, so that makes it all good. See, it's important what I'm doing now because, see, this is too tall to close. So that's why I'm going down a second level with it. Okay, so now what I got to do is accommodate for this Wi-Fi range extender. And then I've got to accommodate for the antenna. So honestly, again, just pull and test, you know, make sure that you're getting everything like you want it. Oops, I knocked my battery back door off of that. Oops. So now we've got DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus and the DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus controller with the FPV rig already on it. All of that mounted in there. And it fits like a glove, as you can see. So now that we've got that, that leaves us the spare battery, because obviously one battery can be transported in the DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus. What you may also want to do is make room for your charger and other items. But I think the battery, the spare battery, because obviously there's one in the DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus, but I think the spare battery, I'm just going to fit right there, because that's kind of a small area that probably wouldn't be used for many other pieces. Perfect. And again, that was just actually just 3 pieces. So, you know, again, re-emphasizing the importance of just plucking what you need, because with a case like this, when you're dealing with foam, it's going to stretch out for you. So, and you want that, because then when it stretches back, it creates a more form-fitting fit for your accessories. And that's what you want. Because when I travel with this, I always put it down below the airplane. See, now that's perfect. Look. Keep in mind, check TSA regulations, but you may not be able to fly with these batteries checked below the aircraft. So even though you form-fitted your case for this, you may have to put them in your carry-on. Okay, so that's got the batteries, which leaves us with the charger. And I definitely think that's something that someone would want to be able to take. They probably want to take their charger and the cord. And if you're traveling internationally, assuming you live in the United States, you may not just want this cord, but you may also want to take the adapters that enable international capabilities. And actually, they came with the Phantom. So you've got this piece. You've got also want to take your USB sync cable. This adapter right here, that type plug for foreign travel. Also your accessories that came with it. You know, the extra little rubberized things and the wrench. Probably want to have room for that in there. So first thing is determining space here. Now, obviously this could go sideways. If it goes sideways, it's going to take more space. What I would do is just like I did with the battery, and put it right side up. So I'm going to put it back here in this area. Again, plucking slowly. That's 3 there. Now actually this one's going to take 4. 2 rows of 4. Boom. And then I'm going to do the second layer. Just going to make sure this fits perfectly. Bam, there we go. Minimal amount of space. If you wanted to, I probably wouldn't even plug any foam out for that. Probably just going to let it sit there. That leaves us with our accessory bag. Accessory bag, you may just want to put it on top of your, on top of the space where your controller with FPV kit goes. Extra propellers. Where might one want to put these? I mean, you could. You wouldn't even have to take your extra props in the case, but then again, when you're out in the field and you break a prop or lose a prop or one's wobbling, I'm going to work on a solution for that, because I had a solution for the 1.1.1 extra props. That's to be continued, okay? Oh, this adapter came with it too, and so did this. So we need to. That's what we need to do now, is find room for these pieces. So where can these pieces go? And keep in mind, leave room, because when I do reveal the solution for the prop storage, you'll want to have room for that. This card that came with the Phantom 2 with the LED indicators, I thought that was really neat. So I'm just going to slide that down in there for future reference. This piece of foam that came with this case that you find within this leak's video description, the Seahorse International Orange case, it's not needed for this particular configuration. But we do need to get all of these cables in there. There's several options that we could consider. We could do individual cutouts for each of these. Or, and I don't want to touch there, I don't want to take too much out near the craft. We could just cut a little square section here and put all of those in that. Or you could simply slide them on top of your FPV kit. So I'm going to leave that up to your creativity. If you want to pack all of your power cords in it, you can see with this setup there's plenty of room here to do whatever configuration that you choose to do. So I mean, this is this is it. And I really want to thank everyone for seeing this from start to finish. Because if you watch this video from start to finish, you're probably as passionate about the DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus as I am. So, you know, once it's in there, again, you've got wheels. You can roll this through the airport. You're kind of tired. You want to roll it. It's got the locking fold-out handle. Roll it through the airport with that. When it's not in use, put it back. Boom, it locks. Maybe you want to carry it like a briefcase from the side. You can do that. Maybe you want to carry it from the top using this top handle. You can do that too. Maybe you want to lock it to better reduce the possibility of opening while in or near the water. Bam, bam. Maybe you want to put a TSA approved lock on it. You've got the holes for that, up to 2 of them. An awesome case. Do it yourself. If you take the time and repeat the steps that I just performed for my Vision 2, and see it's locked, and perform the steps that I just performed for my Vision 2 Plus, if you check the link within this video's description and you order the same case, I feel that there's just, if you find something better than this for the DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus, you can swim with, you can bang up, you can take on an airplane, you can lock. If you find something better than this case for the DJI Phantom 2 Plus, let me know, because I don't think it's possible to be found. Share this video with others, subscribe. Again, check the video description. You can find a link to where you can order this case. Share with others. I'm here to entertain, here to inform, and I've got a lot more DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus videos coming soon. So subscribe if you haven't already, and y'all have a good day.